Hello students, today we are going to start our fourth chapter of English, that is the ashes that made trees bloom. See student, this lesson is very interesting, so let's enjoy it. It is a fourth lesson of our English textbook. So let's see, this is a story about an honest and hardworking couple and their pet dog. The neighbors are troublesome and the dog dies a sad death. See, the story is about a old couple, but the old couple is very honest and hardworking, as well as their pet dog. See, the story is of the old couple and their pet dog, but the neighbors are troublesome and the dog dies a sad death. See, but their neighbors of the old couple are a troublesome. They are wicked by nature. Wicked means ill tempered, wicked by nature, and their dog dies in a sad death. The spirit of the dog gives a solace and support to his master in unexpected ways. See, but the after the death of that dog, the soul of the dog helps them and supports them with the unexpected ways. So students, let's see the lesson. The lesson is very interesting. You can see that there is a old man is there, and his dog is also there. See, old man and dogs. So let's see the story. The story takes place in Japan, which see, the story has happened in Japan. So let's see the ashes that made trees bloom. Bloom means what? To produce flowers. Ashes means what? Rakh. See, ashes means what? Rakh. And the bloom means to produce flowers. Baharne, झाड बहरणे. So let's see there are some new words are also there. See, daimyos means 19th century Japan. In 19th century, daimyos means a wealthy landowners. See, the period has given. Daimyos means wealthy landowners, rich landowners, zamindar. Snug means comfortable. See, snug means what? Snug means comfortable. A being with a soul. See, a next one, a being with a soul, like a human child, showing emotion. See, like so let's let's explain the lesson. Let's see. In the good old days of the daimyos, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. See, daimyos means the wealthy landowners. Daimyos means wealthy landowners in Japan. So the story has happened in Japan. So let's see. In the good old days of the daimyos, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. Little dog. Having no children, they loved it as though it were a baby. See, so in the era of daimyos, there was an old couple living with their pet dog, and they have no children, so they love their dog so much. The old dame, see, the old dame made it a cushion of blue crepe, and at mealtime, Muko, for that was its name, would sit on it as snug as any cat. See, the old day means old couple. Old couple has made a cushion, a blue cushion, which was very soft for the dog. For the dog Muko, its name is Muko, and Muko enjoyed this cushion just like a cat in the home. So just like a cat in the home, the kind people, see, the kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks and all the boiled rice it wanted. See, this old couple, old man and woman, they love this pet as their own child, and they always offer him a tidbits of pieces of fishes with their chopsticks लॉन्ग स्टिक्स, जो लॉन्ग स्टिक्स होती है खाना खाने के लिए, वो चॉपस्टिक्स बोलते हैं. अँड ऑल द बॉइल्ड राईस इट वॉन्टेड, आणि त्याला राईसही खायला द्यायचे. द स्ट्रीटेड द डम क्रिएचर लव्ड इट्स प्रोटेक्टर्स लाईक अ बीइंग विथ अ सोल. आणि हे ओल्ड कपल आहे ते त्या पेट डॉगवर त्यांच्या मुलाप्रमाणे प्रेम करायचे. द ओल्ड मॅन being a rice farmer went daily with hoe or spade into the fields, working hard from morning until Otentosama as the sun is called, had gone down behind the hills. See, that old man was a farmer and he always working in the field, and he always went in the field for the working with his hoe and spade. Hoe means कुल्हाडी, spade means आपण जसं की म्हणतो शेतात काम करताना जी खोरं लागतं, कुऱ्हाड लागते, ते घेऊन तो शेतामध्ये काम करायचा. आणि कितीपर्यंत काम करायचा? फ्रॉम मॉर्निंग सकाळपासून until O Tentosama. O Tentosama means what? In Japan it is a sun. See, in Japan it is a sun. सूर्य अस्ताला जाईपर्यंत behind the hills. Every day the dog followed him to work, never once harming the white heron that walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick up the worms. आणि तो डॉगही त्या ओल्ड फार्मर बरोबर शेतात जायचा. See, for the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life, and often turned up a sword on a purpose to give food to the birds. That old man was living very happily, though he was old, he was poor, as well as though he was poor, but he was happy with his life, happy and satisfied with his life, as well as he gave also food to the birds. तो शेतीमध्ये गेला की पक्ष्यांना खाऊ सुद्धा घालायचा. One day the dog, see, one day, the next paragraph. One day the dog came running to him, putting his paws म्हणजे पंजे, against his legs and motioning with his head to some spot behind. See, one day what happened when the farmer was working in the field. At that time his dog had come there and started to show his paws against his legs. The old man at first thought his pet was only playing and did not mind it. आणि तेव्हा त्या फार्मरला, ओल्ड मॅनला वाटलं की आपला डॉग काय करतोय, तर फक्त खेळतोय, म्हणून त्याने काय केलं, सो ही अवॉइड. But the dog kept on whinnying and running to and fro for some minutes. See, but what happened when the old man started to neglect his movements? At that time dog started to whinnying and running. Whinnying तो त्याच्यावरती गोल गोल फिरू लागला, and running to and fro, इकडे तिकडे पळू लागला for some minutes. Then the old man followed the dog a few yards to a place where the animal began a lively scratching. आणि जेव्हा डॉग असं करू लागला तेव्हा तो old man the old man followed the place where the animal began live scratching. त्याने जमीन खोदायला किंवा जमीन उकरायला चालू केली डॉगनं. जस्ट लाईक वी हॅव सीन how the dog scratches the land sometime, as well as sometimes cats also scratches the land, because there is a purpose behind it. Thinking it was possibly a buried bone or bit of fish, the old man stuck his hoe in the earth. आणि मग त्या ओल्ड मॅनला असं वाटलं की डॉग जमीन स्क्रॅच करतोय, उकरतोय म्हटलं तर कदाचित त्यानं काहीतरी तिथं ठेवलं असेल, कदाचित त्याने एखादं बोन ठेवलं असेल किंवा बिट ऑफ फिश त्यानं लपवून ठेवला असेल. म्हणून काय केलं की त्या ओल्ड मॅननं विथ द हेल्प ऑफ हिज होप, त्याच्या कुदळीच्या साह्यानं ती जमीन खोदायला चालू केली. व्हॅन लुफ अ पाईल ऑफ गोल्ड ग्लीम बिफोर हिम. आणि ओल्ड मॅन जसं ती जमीन खोदायला चालू केली आणि लुक सरप्राईज, त्यानं काय बघितलं, देर इज अ पाईल ऑफ गोल्ड. पाईल मीन्स हिप, ढीग, हिप ऑफ गोल्ड ग्लीम बिफोर हिम. आणि जसं की त्यांनी ती जमीन उकरली, खोदली, तेव्हा तिथं त्याला सोन्याचा ढीग दिसू लागला. नेक्स्ट पेज. सी, thus in an hour the old couple were made rich. आणि अशा प्रकारे एका तासात ते कपल काय झालं तर रिच, श्रीमंत झालं. The good souls bought a piece of land, made a feast for their friends, and gave plentiful to their poor neighbors. As for the dog, they petted him till they nearly smothered him with kindness. See, in this way, this poor old couple became a rich in an hour. आणि तासाभरात असं हे कपल श्रीमंत झालं because of their dog. But what happened? By nature both were kind. So they offered a feast to their friends. त्यांनी त्यांच्या फ्रेंड्सना feast दिली and gave a plentiful to their poor neighbors होते त्यांनाही त्यांनी मदत केली. As for the dog, आणि त्यांनी डॉगला काय केलं, they patted him थोपटणे, till they nearly smothered him with kindness. आणि ते खूपच प्रेमानं त्या डॉगशी राहू लागले. Now in the same village there lived a wicked old man and his wife, not a bit sensitive and kind. See what happened next. their neighbors were so wicked, bad, ill-tempered, ill-tempered and very cruel. Old man and his wife, त्याच्या शेजारी एक कपल राहत होतं, old man and his wife, but they were wicked means bad by nature, ill-tempered, and not sensitive and kind, and they were not kind, they were cruel, who had always kicked and scolded all dogs whenever any passed their house. And this wicked couple were always kick and scold to the dogs. They do not like animals. Hearing of their neighbor's good luck, they coaxed the dog into their garden and set before him bits of fish and other dainties. See what happened when this wicked couple heard about their neighbor's good luck. They coaxed. Coax means what? Coax means persuaded, enticed. ते त्यांनी त्या डॉगला आपल्याकडे बोलवलं आणि काय केलं, त्याचा लाड करायला चालू केला. It was just like we can say only they were doing false love. They coaxed the dog and their garden and set before him bit of fish and other dainties. Dainties means tasty food. आणि त्यांनी डॉगला आपल्या गार्डन मध्ये बोलवलं आणि खोटं प्रेम दाखवलं आणि त्याच्या पुढे खाऊ ठेवला, होपिंग ही वुड फाइंड ट्रेजर. आणि त्यांना असं वाटलं की आपल्याही गार्डन मध्ये ट्रेजर खजाना सापडेल फॉर देम. But the dog, being afraid of the cruel pair, would neither eat nor move. पण काय झालं बघा, that dog knows their nature, so that dog afraid of the cruel pair, त्यांना तो घाबरला आणि त्यानं काय केलं, neither eat nor move, त्यांनी दिलेला खाऊ खाल्लाही नाही आणि हालचालही केली नाही. Then they drag him out of the doors, taking a spade and hoe with them. त्या कपलनं काय केलं, ओल्ड कपल त्याला ड्रॅग खेचत आणला. नो सुनर हॅड द डॉग गॉट नियर अ पाईन ट्री ग्रोईंग इन द गार्डन देन ही बिगॅन टू पॉ अँड स्क्रॅच द ग्राउंड. आणि डॉग जसा गार्डन मध्ये आला तसं त्यानं काय केलं, घाबरून त्यानं जमीन खोदायला चालू केली, उकरायला चालू केली नियर अ पाईन ट्री जवळ आल्यानंतर त्या डॉगनं काय केलं की जमीन उकरायला चालू केली, स्क्रॅचेस करायला चालू केली. ॲज इफ अ मायटी ट्रेजर ले बिनी, जसं काही तिथे एखादा ट्रेजर, दुसरा एखादा खजाना असावा. क्विक वाईफ हँड मी द स्पेड अँड टो, क्राईड द ग्रीडी ओल्ड फूल ॲज ही डान्स विथ जॉय. आणि जेव्हा त्या डॉगनं भीतीनं घाबरून जमीन पाईन वृक्षाखालची जमीन जेव्हा खोदायला चालू केली, ॲट दॅट टाइम दॅट ग्रीडी लोभी दॅट मॅन सेड टू हिज वाईफ दॅट गिव्ह मी अ स्पेड अँड हो, मला कुदळ दे कुऱ्हाड दे. देन the covetous old fellow with a spade and the old crone with a hoe began to dig. आणि त्या ओल्ड मॅननं काय केलं, covetous व्हेरी दूर ग्रीडी लोभी, त्यानं ती जमीन खोदायला चालू केली. बट देअर वॉज नथिंग बट अ डेड किटन, the smell of which made them drop their tools and shut their noses. आणि जेव्हा त्या ओल्ड मॅन ग्रीडी विकेड ओल्ड मॅन जेव्हा ती पाईन ट्री खालची जमीन खोदली तेव्हा त्यांना तिथं काय दिसलं, देर वॉज अ डेड किटन ब्युरिड अंडर द पाईन ट्री. बट देर वॉज अ नथिंग बट अ डेड किटन, द स्मेल ऑफ विच मेड देम ड्रॉप देअर टूल्स अँड शट देअर नोजेस. आणि जसं की त्यांनी ते तिथं खोदलं तेव्हा त्यांना ते किटन आणि त्याचा स्मेल गंदीवाली स्मेल त्यांना तिथं आला. मग त्यांनी आपलं असंही ते टूल्स टाकून दिलं आणि आपले नाक पकडले. फ्युरियस ॲट द डॉग, फ्युरियस मीन्स गेटिंग स्कोल्ड. The furious at the dog, the old man kicked and beat him to death. And the old woman finished the work by nearby chopping off his head with a sharp hoe. Then they flung him into the hole and heaped the earth over his carcass. See what happened? They both were very cruel and wicked. So the old man, so what happened? The old man furious, ragavla. The old wicked man killed that dog. See, killed that dog means he beat him till death. त्याने त्याला मरेपर्यंत मारलं. And the old woman finished the work. आणि old woman काय केलं, chopping off his head, त्याचं डोकंही chopping कापून टाकलं with the sharp hoe. त्या कुदळीने त्याचं डोकं कापलं, त्याला मरेपर्यंत मारलं. And both flung him into the hole. आणि तिथे त्यांनी जो खड्डा खोल दिला होता, he and heaped the earth over his carcass. आणि त्यांनी त्या खड्ड्यामध्ये त्या कुत्र्याला तिथं पुरून टाकलं. So students, see how wicked that couple was. Wicked means very cruel very cruel and very badly they killed that dog and buried the carcass. Carcass means dead body of the dog in the heap. See here, so student, this is the part 1 of this lesson we have studied. Remaining part we will see to the next lecture. So till you read this part very carefully, remaining part we will see to the next next session. Thank you and have a nice